Hi, thanks for joining us. My name is Jim from Dundas Jafine. What we're going to talk about today is venting options for a kitchen range hood, bath fan, or clothes dryer. Now, Dundas Jafine manufactures a number of different products, various different functions and features. The first thing I want to take a little bit of mystery out of is what's the difference between a cap and what's the difference between a hood or a vent assembly. Simply put, a cap is just that. It's just the plastic portion or the cap portion. Whereas when it's tied together with the tailpiece, connected, that now is referred to as a hood or as the venting assembly. Let's talk about the options. To give you a little bit of an idea, the most typical or the most common is a louvered vent cap. Works very, very simply. Air will blow out, open up the louvers. The weight of the louvers will allow it to close when the air stops flowing. Now, every one of our products are made of polypropylene. It's an important function because the product is very stable, UV resistant, won't yellow, won't get brittle and crack. In fact, polypropylene is the product that it's made of, and it makes it nice and easy to work with. It's also paintable. Now, the product is designed in such a way that there's a very common look, regardless of which one, there's a very common look and feel to the frame, so even if you mix and match on a home, it's not going to look out of place. In fact, when we look at the larger size, it's exactly the same product, same look and feel. That one tends to be a 6-inch, that's a 4-inch, but even if you mix and match, because you've got different size appliances, let's say your kitchen range hood requires a 6-inch, your dryer requires a 4-inch, none of them are going to look out of place. Now, let's talk a little bit about the form and function of the louvered cap. The louvers are fairly thick, they're a good sturdy product, and they have a cam built in, and what I mean by that is obviously the weight's going to allow it to close, but even on a very windy day, they can't open any further than that halfway point. So they're cammed, which means that the product isn't going to get stuck in the open position, or will not get stuck in the open position. The product is nut driver compatible. What I mean by that is a typical 5/16 nut driver will fit into the body if you're using a nut driver screw to fasten that to your home. Now, the product is actually designed in such a way that on the 4-inch, we do not put a pest barricade into it, whereas with the larger size or the smaller size, we do put a pest barricade built right in. You'll notice that little spider web. The reason we do not put it onto the 4-inch size is that's very commonly used for dryers, and of course we don't want lint to build up and stop that airflow, because that could then potentially create a fire. A dryer fire. So, in the interest of coming up with a way of putting protection on it from birds and mice, we have created a pest barricade that will fit right over top. Now, the pest barricade that we've created will fasten to your home. That frame will fasten, thereby allowing you to open that up, do your cleaning and maintenance, close it back down, and you're safe and sound once again. Now, we've got a number of different options. How do we make a louvered vent cap an even better louvered vent cap? Well, a lot of homes have second-story laundry. Of course, you're on the ladder, you're going to do your maintenance and cleaning, and rather than letting go with one hand, this actually has a trap door that you can open, do your cleaning and maintenance, close it back down, whereas with the typical louvered, you'd actually need to remove the louvers, and when you're up on a ladder, that's the last thing that you want to do. So I would say for second-story laundry, that one with the trap door we call easy access is an easier one to work with and certainly a little bit safer. Now, the other product that we have that's functional from a dryer, kitchen range hood, and bath fan standpoint is our wide mouth. What I mean by that is you'll notice on the inside of this product we've got a large wide mouth and one big flapper. It protects things from the elements, so you're not going to get that noisy chatter if it's on the windy side of your home, because of course it's protected on 3 sides. This particular product has a pest barricade that slides into the bottom, and it keeps birds and mice out, yet it protrudes enough for you to be able to see that there's a little blanket of lint on there, and at that point you'll want to take that out, clean it, and put it back in. I would recommend doing that after every 2 or 3 clothes drying loads. So these are the various options that we've got. We've discontinued the brown product. We've now gone to black. Black is becoming increasingly popular on soffit vent and window trim and things of that nature. So black tends to become a little more popular going forward. Exactly the same characteristics, polypropylene, same frame, same everything, just a different color. The white product is paintable. Rust-Oleum and Krylon sell a plastic paint that you may use on children's toys or on patio furniture, and it will adhere to that quite nicely. Now, in the event you're in a home and you are missing the louver on your old cap, and that's one of our old products, you're missing the louver, but you're unsure what happens in behind the wall with the tailpiece and the connection. Well, we've got great news, which means that you don't have to remove that from the wall. All that you'll do is you'll simply remove the louvers, and we've created a gasket system that comes with 2 gaskets and a new cap. The first gasket has a number of different perforations on it. The perforations allow you to tear it away, and now that first one will actually fasten over top of the old frame, as I've done there, right up against the wall, and then the second gasket will fit inside of the new cap, and we end up sandwiching the new right over top of the old, if you can catch my drift there. No need for caulking because that closed cell foam will seal it up quite nicely. We've got screw holes on the inside and outside. I would use the inside ones because they'll bite into the old frame. And really what we've done is we've retrofitted a new cap on top of the old one, and that becomes a nice easy way of doing it. And as a result, we call it the Easy Fix, with a 1, 2, 3, 4 step process to fasten a new one right over top. Now, in the event you have a bath fan or a kitchen range hood that vents through the soffit, we've created a soffit vent that will accommodate a 4-inch, a 5-inch, or a 6-inch duct. It is spring-loaded. There's a very light stainless steel spring that allows that to open as the air pushes at it and close. And if you look at it from the outside, that's really all that you'll see. So that will fit on underneath your soffit. That's all that you can see from the outside. All of the rest of it is up inside. So it sort of looks like a speaker grill, but really is not too intrusive at all. It is paintable to match your soffit color as well. So we've talked about a number of different options, a number of different possibilities for the consumer to find the right product for the application, with pest barricades, with easy access for second story, simple louvered caps with a pest barricade that can fit over top. And of course, we've talked about the Easy Fix as well. So a number of different options. One of these will certainly take care of your requirements. Gives you some options, gives you some possibilities. Watch our videos online. There's lots of great information on installation, feature, and benefit. In fact, on all of our product, we've put a QR code that takes you straight to a feature and benefit and an installation video that will walk you through it very, very simply.